Chief Gant, what is the meaning of this? Oh! Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit it to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you? Me? Why would I have anything to do with it? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Rido? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during that investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work. Yes, well, in light of Detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding this piece of evidence found in your office, and the relations to the forgery that took place to the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. Here we go again. Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Durix was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out anyway. Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I am Chief of Police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Indeed, I believe I'll press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief. But would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Udgy. In return, though? I know. That place, right? Huh? What are these guys, telepathic? Okay. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be that position you have. Chief of Police. Oh! The resolution of SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitability a little. Is that true, Edgeworth? Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. Ugh! Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motive for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? By all means, please do. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Hold it! Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on the crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. You seem to be laxed enough on yourself, though. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Gives his selfishness with a point on accomplice. True, you must not have helped anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to betray the chief, as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. That's not what I meant. Very well, I'll ask. Who is this person you believe Chief may have helped to forge evidence? Well, that's obvious. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye? The defendant? I believe it's quite obvious in the light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. There we go. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as the Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed Chief Prosecutor at the Prosecutor's Office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. But how would he profit from all this? He would be able to use the Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? God, you're a moron. Oh, wait! You must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive to appoint her as Chief Prosecutor, so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What? Do you have any proof of this, that I control Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? Lana, she's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without proof, this is all amount to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless, that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Which one does that? Of course I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The Chief Prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean? God, you're a stupid judge. What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up this involvement. What? That hurt. That hurt a lot. Order! Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious! Huh? This is a affront of the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency to accuse the chief police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible! Your Honor, I was merely relating that Mr. Edgeworth said in an easier to understand language. It's too late, Mr. Wright. There's no turning back for us now. It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That Chief, a high-ranking officer, of the law is a murderer? Good question. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then. Show us the evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Just remember, it better be good. Let's see. Take that! This is the ID card list. Yes, the one shows who entered the evidence room at the day of the crime. There was an ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of the yesterday. 7777777. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that it's your number. What? How do you know that? The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean... I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777777. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime! Oh, he's looking pissed! Order! Order! Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing! The defense search of my office was a violation of regulations, and I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. But right now, the court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant, so you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police, whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom. What's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not! Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days!